Was there an extortion attempt in the Deshaun Watson case? We're going to talk about that and more right after the bumper. What's good people of YouTube, Facebook, and all other social media platforms? I am your gracious host, Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss channel and Victory Formation. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, Deshaun Watson, there's more news in the Deshaun Watson case, and it seems like something new is always coming out. It was quiet for a long time, but now we know it has been confirmed by Deshaun Watson's lawyer, Rusty Hardin, that the FBI has conducted an investigation, and an investigation in a couple of different investigations. One of those investigations includes a sex trafficking, a human trafficking charge that could be pending allegedly, as alleged human trafficking charge that could be levied against Deshaun Watson. That is the one investigation by the FBI. Another investigation by the FBI is where's there some extortion taking place with Tony Buzbee and the accusers of Deshaun Watson. Now, once again, all of these are alleged accusations, and the investigations are ongoing, so there's no charges that have been filed and none of that stuff has taken place. I'm going to read you some of this article from my guys over at their BSO, the Black Sports Online. Let me go ahead and share my screen really quick because this is getting really serious. And what Tony Buzbee, and we posted on the blackbosschannel.com if you want to check out Tony Buzbee's full 5-minute deposition to the media. We posted and he talked about how none of this is new. None of this is news and that it should have been kept private, but now it's out there and even he's addressing it and he wasn't too happy, but hell, it is what it is because like he said, it's out there now. So let me exit this stuff out. Says, according to Tony Buzbee, the case might be even bigger as he claims the FBI is also investigating Deshaun Watson, and here's why. So I'm going to tell you one part from Buzbee, and then I'm going to tell you the other part from Rusty Hardin. Now, Buzbee, remember, is the lawyer of the 22, I want to say, accusers of Deshaun Watson that have filed lawsuits. And then Rusty Hardin is Deshaun Watson's attorney. So this is allegedly from Buzbee. It says, quote, he said to me, the FBI agent, he's like, look, what I've heard is that most of the reach outs occurred via the internet, which creates jurisdiction for us, said Buzbee, describing his alleged conversation. He says the agent continued, but then I understand there were these two women that were from out of state, which obviously creates more jurisdiction as well. To break this down in simpler terms, if the feds or the cops were able to establish Watson was using the internet / social media as a way to solicit sex from massage therapists and bringing them across state lines, that could be seen as human trafficking and a federal offense. So that is one investigation that is taking place. This is coming from Tony Buzbee, the lawyer of the 22 alleged victims, the 22 accusers, right? So that's coming from him. He's saying he's talking to an FBI agent and they're investigating Deshaun Watson for potentially having human trafficking charges, levied against him. So that's from Buzbee. Now, from Deshaun Watson's attorney, Mr. Rusty Hardin, he's saying this is old news, right? He's saying the investigation from the FBI has been taking place since April. So we're going on 4 months. None of this information is new or newsworthy. Why? Because he says, one, it's a private investigation. Yes, that human trafficking thing is out there. And that's what he made. He said, yeah, they're investigating that. And I even had Deshaun talk to the FBI agents, and because we know for a fact that he's innocent. He said the other investigation that Buzbee failed to mention is that the FBI is investigating. He said, since we're putting it all out there, they're investigating Buzbee's, clients, the alleged accusers, about extortion that could potentially have taken place between them and their attorney, Tony Buzbee, against Deshaun Watson. Now, this just makes this case like a big reality TV show because Deshaun Watson's at training camp in Houston. He's reported to camp. He still wants to be traded, but he has reported to camp. They've listed him as the 4th string on their depth chart, so they do not plan on playing him at all. And what and what Rusty Hardin is saying, the attorney for Deshaun Watson, he's saying, look, man, we're going to play this out in the court of law. Deshaun Watson, there's not going to be a settlement because Deshaun Watson is going to fight this tooth and nail because he is an innocent man. This is all coming from his attorney. And not only that, but we'll deal with them. We're going to handle them, and then we're going to deal with the NFL because there's something that's going to take place with the NFL. Now, the thing about about the NFL that's different from like the court of law, they can be found, innocent of all charges. Deshaun Watson can say, hey, like these lawsuits are fraudulent. The courts can, rule in Deshaun's favor, and he have to not pay anything besides like lawyer fees and court fees or whatever. But the NFL can still suspend him, and a suspension is still coming because that's the thing. The NFL, even though they do everything in their power to protect their quarterbacks because the quarterbacks are the number one asset, they still don't like being embarrassed. And this Deshaun Watson thing is embarrassing. Like, let's just call it what it is. They're trying to keep it as low key as possible because he is a franchise quarterback. Not only is he a quarterback, but he's one of the best in the world at what he does, right? Like, there's not 5 people in the world that play the quarterback position better than Deshaun Watson. I'll give you Rodgers. I'll give you Mahomes. I'll give you Brady. After that, it starts getting shaky, right? The Josh Allens, the Russell Wilsons. Deshaun, to me, he's better than them, right? So that's why the NFL, a lot of people believe this case is being, kind of pushed to the back burner. They think Deshaun Watson's getting a lot of slack, or getting a lot of like leeway, right? The fact that he has 22 sexual assault lawsuits filed against him, people think that should be bigger news. And it was really big news for a long time. But now there's potentially, human trafficking charges that could be brought up, or potentially extortion charges that could be brought against the accusers. Like, all of this is just really, really crazy. And like I said, if you want to see the full 5-minute interview given by Deshaun Watson's attorney, Mr. Rusty Hardin, you can go to the blackbosschannel.com right there on the screen, and you can check it out because right there he talks about how his client is innocent. And soon enough the world will see that Deshaun Watson did nothing wrong. We don't know. Nobody really knows, but it is going to be interesting to watch this play out. If Deshaun Watson is innocent, I hope he is able to prove his innocence and able to, live his life and be okay. But if he is guilty of a wrong charge, he needs to be dealt with in the court of law. So those are my thoughts on it. Leave your thoughts in the chat. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Peace.